Alright guys, so good morning or good afternoon no, kung nasaan man kayo ngayon. Basically here in this module, so we will talk about exercise for fitness. So in this module, malalaman natin ano yung mga barriers kung bakit merong mga tao na hindi nagkakaroon ng sapat na physical activity. Ano ba yung physical education? What is the difference between physical activity at saka ng exercise? So let's go ahead and start. Ayan. So first slide, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to think. Para sa'yo, ano yung physical education? Sabi dito, physical education is an integral part of educational program designed to promote the optimum development of an individual, physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, and spiritually, through total body movement and with the coordination of the different physical activities designated. Kapag kasi narinig natin yung physical education, of course, papasok dito yung magpapawis tayo, meron tayong mga physical activities na gagawin, may mga kasama tayo dito. It's like when we play sports, di ba? Yun yung pumapasok kapag naririnig natin yung word na physical education. However, yung physical education helps you also to develop your mental dahil kapag naglalaro tayo ng sports, of course, lalo na kapag gusto natin, ay nasisihan tayo. So, yung mentally natin ay nabuboost. Of course, yung social din natin, yung socialization skills natin ay nade-develop dahil yun nga, nakakasalamuha tayo sa mga iba't ibang tao, sa mga kaibigan natin. And then, the next one is emotionally. So, nawawala yung stress natin, including yung sa spiritual natin, no? Basically, nagkakaroon tayo ng inner peace. So, pag sinabi natin physical education for the whole body development, something like that, no? So next, let's go ahead and proceed. So what is physical activity versus exercise? I'm gonna ask you another question. What do you think is the difference between physical activity and exercise? I'm gonna give you 1 minute to think. Ayan, ano yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa? Okay, next tayo. So pag sinabi kasi natin physical activity, sabi dito sa definition niya, physical activity refers to the bodily movement produced by skeletal muscles that requires energy expenditure. Example, ano bang ginagawa ko ngayon? I'm talking, waving my hands right now, like this. This is under physical activity. Voluntary or involuntary movement man yan ay under ng physical activity. On the other hand, pag sinabi nating exercise, exercise is a type of physical activity, keyword, planned, structured, repetitive, meron siyang purpose, no? And meron siyang parang goal na kung saan i-improve natin or we will maintain our physical fitness. So, meron tayong de-develop. It's either for weight loss or muscle build up. So, kayo na bahala dyan, no? So, basta exercise, meron siyang purpose. Ayan. Next is physical inactivity. Maraming mga bata ngayon ang walang sapat na physical activity dahil yun nga, nagsulputan na ang mga gadgets at ito yung parang number one cause kung bakit tinatamad yung mga batang gumalaw. Pag sinabi kasi natin physical inactivity, under dito yung sedentary lifestyle. So, physical inactivity also called as sedentary lifestyle na kung saan yung free time natin or yung leisure time natin ay tagay lang natin sa pagpapahinga or sa mga online games, mobile games, something like that. So let's go ahead and talk about environmental factors in physical activities. Dito sa slide na to, malalaman natin ano yung mga humahadlang sa atin upang magkaroon tayo ng sapat na physical activity. So I'm gonna give you like 1 minute to think. Lahat ng examples na pwede nyong maisip kung bakit ang isang tao ay hindi nagkakaroon ng sapat or hindi nagkakaroon ng active lifestyle. So, ito yung mga example. Number 1, meron tayong absence of parks. And there is no sidewalks available for you to walk to. And then next one is sports and recreational center ay wala, no? Yung mga gym siguro, basketball court, volleyball court, table tennis court, etc. etc. Wala sa area natin. Next one is weather condition, of course. We really want to play outside pero it's raining cats and dogs o kaya sobrang init, no? So we need to consider the weather condition. And of course, yung gadget, tulad na nabanggit kanina. So, gadget is number one, no? Parang factor na upang hindi tayo magkaroon ng active lifestyle. So, tinatamad na tayong gumalaw at napakarami pang mga examples. So, there are 3 types of physical activity. Number 1 is aerobic activity. Second is muscle strengthening activities. And then third one is bone strengthening activities. So, self-explanatory na lang to pag sinabi natin aerobic activities. Ito yung mga cardio exercises na meron tayo. Like when we do jumping rope, when we do cycling, treadmills, we do Zumba, something like that, no? Or we run for kilometers. So, these activities increase our heart rate and breathing rate. Activities cause us to sweat a lot and breathe harder. So, next, our heart pumps blood more vigorously, causing oxygen to circulate throughout our body. So, ito yung aerobic activities. Next one is muscle strengthening activity. So, for muscle strengthening activity naman, these are exercises in which group of muscles work or hold against a force or some weight. Diba? When we do push-up, when we do bicep curls, when we visit gym, we do bench press, and many more. So, activities help build good muscle strength. During muscle strengthening activity, muscle contraction occurs. So yun, merong mga force, merong mga resistance na nangyayari sa mga muscles natin, kaya sila, nagbi-build up. However, we need to keep in mind, repetitive contraction during exercises can cause damage to the muscle fibers. Kaya, hindi natin sinasuggest na araw-araw tayong magbuhat ng weights. Okay? Dahil may tendency na masira lang yung mga muscle fibers natin. So, next one is bone strengthening activity. So, bone strengthening activities produce an impact or tension force on the bones that promotes bone growth and strength. Bone strengthening activities can increase bone density throughout our skeletal system. This is called bone hypertrophy. So basically, if we do continuous workout or medyo active tayo, merong tendency na lumakas yung mga bones natin, and also sabayan din natin to ng eating healthy foods or having a good diet, no? Or we drink a lot of milk also to strengthen our bones is a key. So next, benefits of physical activity. So napakadami niyan, no? So if I'm gonna give you 1 minute, sigurado makakapagbigay kayo at least 10 benefits of physical activity. So ito yung mga yan: improve muscular and cardiorespiratory fitness, improve bone and functional health, reduce the risk of hypertension, coronary heart disease, stroke, diabetes, various type of cancer including breast cancer and colon cancer, and also yung depression ay naku-cure ng physical activity. It can reduce the risk of falls as well as hip or vertebral fractures, and are fundamentals to energy balance and weight control. Kaya kung active tayo, medyo may iwasan natin yung mga stumbles or mawawala yung pagiging clumsiness natin sa sarili, no? So, yan. Kaya kailangan magkaroon tayo ng sapat na physical activity. And then, next slide. How to increase physical activity. Enable for us to increase physical activity, nasa sa atin yan, no? Depende kung paano natin papangalagaan ang ating katawan. So, meron tayong mga policies to increase physical activity aim to ensure that, number 1, in cooperation with relevant sector, physical activity is promoted through activities of daily living. Number 2, walking, cycling, and other forms of active transportations are accessible and safe for all. Number 3, labor and workplace policies encourage physical activity. Number 4, children to develop behavioral patterns that will keep schools have safe spaces and facilities for students to spend their free time actively. And number 5, quality physical education support them physically active through their lives, and sports recreation facilities provide opportunities for everyone to do sports. So yun yung mga way how we can increase our physical activity. So I think everything is clear. If you have a question, guys, go ahead and chat me or mag-chat tayo sa GC natin. So I think that's it for today's lesson. So thank you so much and have a nice day. So good day, take care always. Bye-bye.